I've tried to record this several times, but I don't think I've hit the right mark on any time. And I think maybe I can try again and get this right. And I think in order to understand the ethics of selling bathwater and used panties as a Twitch streamer, we first need to look at Ninja's move to Mixer. So in the past few years, Twitch has kind of lost a lot of its public opinion as a gaming site, as a live streaming service. But rather recently, it's kind of turned into a place where young guys go and watch chicks and become obsessed with them and pine after them. And they basically... I was reading in a comment section in Dr. Disrespect's video about talking about him leaving for Mixer, and one of the top comments is, Twitch is basically a cam girl site now. So I think that's automatically, you have to look into when you start selling your panties, your gamer girl bathwater, it's coming from that place. When people hear about this who didn't catch the live stream where you talk about the ethics of it, and where you talk about you're doing it for charity, and where you talk about how no one's really getting hurt, and where you make all of these more wholesome argument for it, the side of the argument that I see about it. But when you're not a fan, when you're not in the live stream, and you hear another chick who live streams video games on Twitch is selling panties or bathwater, regardless of whether or not it's for charity, there are some misconceptions, misnomers, automatic thoughts, whatever we want to call them, about that topic. And so now let's remove the doing it for your own gain, and let's add the step in for charity. If this could be easily pushed as a charity drive, just as hard as it could be pushed as like a panty drive or a bathwater sale, I think that specifically it being done for charity, and the word charity being said more than panties or bathwater, I think you can then get people to notice about you doing this for charity, and not just, hey, I'm now becoming one of the people that's starting to sell their panties. I think that's possible. I don't think it's impossible to do that. However, everyone is going to assume that you're doing this because you're into it. And that, there is a little bit of a disconnect between, oh, I'm not into it, and oh, I'm just doing it for charity. Because you're not getting anything out of it, yet you're wearing the panties, you're sending them off, you're dealing with the customers, you're talking to the different charities. So I think there's got to be something that you have an interest in all of these things, like in one of these things at least. Like, there has to be something that gives you an interest. And for Frivvi, it appeared to be people saying that this is bad, or that this is you'll get some sort of a reputation, and she didn't care about all of that. And her whole point was, that's why she started doing ear eating videos, because she wanted to show that it's not just a weird sexual thing. So I think that that's kind of a noble stance to take on selling bathwater and panties. However, I think that the paradigm, the current Twitch paradigm that exists, it becomes very problematic for the outside. And no one other than the fans will have all of the facts, so to say. No one other than the people paying very close attention will know what's going on. Everybody else will just see like a panty drive, or selling bathwater. I think even if they see a video that has more to do with charity than panties, there's nothing that's going to be lost about what's happening here. And I think the other side of this aspect is no one gets hurt, right? No one's getting hurt. People buying the panties want them, they're benefiting. And I think that is true on a surface level. And if I could sell my boxers, I would do it. Hey, let me know if you want to buy my boxers. Send me a PM. We'll work this out. But I think that let's go back to this paradigm of a lot of Twitch currently is used by young dudes just wanting to give money to chicks, hopefully that they could see her, say their name, or say something to them, or give them positive attention, or join their Snapchat or Discord servers. But I think if we're looking at the point of view from those people, because those people most frequently are going to be the ones buying this, it's not going to be people who want to give money to charity. The people who want to give money to charity are already giving money in donations to charity. The people that are going to start doing this for charity are the people who buy panties and used bathwater. So those, let's like examine who might those people be. And I think these are people who, I'm making assumptions here, but I think these are maybe people here who could use that money in better ways, right? If I'm examining myself, I'm a younger guy. Maybe I'm a little bit older than these kind of people that I'm referring to, but maybe I'm exactly the same age. Maybe, mid, early 20s, late teens. Maybe this is exactly the category that we're talking about. And, examining myself in this situation, I'm going to only be buying this, as like I'm trying to like get closer, because there's no other way. This is where I usually, in this video, it starts falling apart. And I think the down and dirty of it are the people buying these are, if we're using normies, words, then, we're not, in the Twitch community, we're not involved in this whole gaming scene. If we're outside of it all, weirdos are, buying used panties. It's not exactly a normal fetish, so to say. And so there is this weird expectation where someone who's hoping to get closer to this chick. That's the whole crux of it for me. Is someone's going to be buying this bathwater, someone's going to be buying these panties, hoping to get closer to a chick. And even if, especially if it's for charity, they're like, oh, they're going to think I'm white knighting, I'm doing the right thing, and I'm supporting this person, and blah, 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 blah. So I think it's only the person buying it is doing it only as an attempt to try to get closer, just like a donation on popping up on chat, just like getting on a Snapchat list or paying to get into a Discord. I think it all falls into the same thing. The only difference here is that the person selling the panties can more easily rationalize it because the money's going to charity. But at the end of the day, I do think it's not necessarily predatory, but I don't agree that no one's getting hurt. And it's hard to really, like, I was in that Twitch chat, and you really can't say, like, it's hard to put into text. The people that are going to be interested in this are people that are easily manipulated and taken advantage of. I think these are the same groups of people that are spending endless amounts of money on microtransactions. But now that I think these are the fullest of the circle that I can make for this argument. These are all the points that I can think of. I am interested in hearing other people's opinions below. Does it make a difference whether or not you sell panties or bathwater for charity? Does it make any bit of a difference, or is it still the same thing as selling it for personal gain? I see both sides of the story, and I don't exactly know where I land. Personally, I think it's fine. But when I look at the bigger picture, there is a bigger picture. I don't think it just ends right there. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and see you in the next one.